I saw a video today. That dude Aiden Ross, he struck down a YouTube channel. A YouTube channel that talked about him, but it was strictly fair use. It literally was fair use. And then the guy, he tweeted out that Aiden Ross, it literally just cost me $8,000 in ad revenue or something like that.
So
Then
he
Ross,
wait,
make a
Cyber.
video.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Did he send his audience over to strike the channel?
No, he struck it himself.
Oh, okay. He filled out a copyright. He filled out a copyright
Yeah,
form.
he made a DMCA on him. Yeah. And then he made a video where he was then reading the tweet and sitting and laughing about it, and said straight out, "I just stole $8,000 from you," and was sitting and laughing about it and shit.
Man, he's like a
Fucking
multi-millionaire, dude. Why is he messing around with little podcasters that don't make any money? He's like worth like 25
He's a
mil.
fucking narcissist, dude. And I don't want people to talk about him.
What did the guy do? What was the material that the guy covered on his live stream?
I don't know, but I can link you I was just watching a video about it earlier when I was sitting and eating. I can link it to you. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Tula says, "What a title!" Hey, Tula. I didn't hear Tula come in for some reason. Yeah. Oh, do I have
I'll
the
link
chat?
you
Wait,
in
the chat turned
Discord.
off.
That video there.
Okay, thank you, bro.
It's not that long. It's 30 minutes long or something.
Okay.
And that dude Kira there, he makes fairly good videos in my opinion. He has a fairly good opinion about things. But I actually don't think you're gonna like him.
Okay.
Because he's against crypto and shit and call all that shit out.
Oh, well, it's okay. He can be
Shit,
against
use that a
crypto.
lot.
He can be against crypto. That's his loss, you know. I'm not going to hold that against him. All right, let's see what Cyber's got for us.
But literally, when you sign a DMCA like that is actually a legal document, you know. You have to take it to court, actually, you know. If you don't, you can get punished by not taking people to court, because you cannot use it as some kind of harassment.
Exactly, which is
right now.
it sounds like it's exactly what he was doing, harassing the guy. Oh, hold on a second. Hello. Hey. I just started a show, man. I do trust you. Thank you so much. All right, take care, brother. Bye. I said, I trust you. He goes, I love you too, brother. So my neighbor's got some sago palms. Those are like one of the prettiest palms. And they do really well in Florida. They've got an abundance of them on their yard, and so many that his mom's like, I don't want these sago palms here. I want to pull them out. And he's like, okay. So he's like, I'm out there talking to him. He's like, dude, you want some sago palms? I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, we're just going to throw them away, bro. They're big, beautiful sago palms. They're worth a lot of money. If you went to a nursery to go buy one of these, it cost you a fortune, man. They're expensive plants. So I'm like, yeah, bro, definitely. We've got a few around the yard, but more's great. You know, they're great plants. They're beautiful. They're very hardy. They take up good ground cover. You know, they provide shade for animals and lizards and all kinds of cool. It's just a great plant to have in the yard. Anyway, Cyber's got something about a gentleman that did a video on Aiden Ross calling him out. And Aiden Ross copy-struck the guy, even though I guess he was using his material to criticize him, which is perfectly legal on any... And, you know, the guy should take Aiden to court, and he should win. If he was just doing a critique of Adin Ross and using his material to critique him, that's not a violation of copyright. That's fair use. So this should be really interesting. We'll see what Cyber's got.
Now, obviously, I'm an adult, so I'm not going to be the biggest fan of Adin Ross anyway, because it seems like he appeals only to the Zoomer crowd, specifically the Zoomer crowd.
Okay, that's not true, so I'm just going to debunk the guy right there. I'm not a Zoomer crowd, okay? I'm a fucking Gen X. I'm an old 55-year-old man. And let me tell you something.
Linda's not talking to you. Linda's not talking to you, right?
No, he is talking to me because I'm a fan of fucking Adin Ross. He is talking to me. And he just said only the Zoomers. He only appeals to Zoomers. That's not true. I'm a Gen Xer. So I'm 55 fucking years old, and I love Adin Ross. I think he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but you have to admit his core audience is younger than you.
Yeah, he didn't say core audience. He didn't say core. He said everybody. He said he only appeals to the Zoomer crowd. That's not true. That's a fucking lie. It's a piece of straw bullshit. You know, I don't know why people feel like they gotta make lies. Why do people have to lie to make content? It's just so stupid and unnecessary, because someone like me is going to come up behind you and sweep up your bullshit. I'm going to sweep up all the broken glass that you shattered on the ground with all your fucking lies. But that's all right. I'm not here to fucking call this guy out. I want to hear what he has to say about Adin. And I want to see the attack that Adin did on him, because I'm here to defend this motherfucker against Adin. But he started out on a bad note. I'm just going to, I'm going to call everything.
It's not that dude. It's not that dude who.
This isn't the guy
holding the story.
Okay. I thought we were watching the guy that Adin went after.
No, he's just reporting the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
Called the WL community, which
then I can really hate on this motherfucker.
is basically a bunch of people that spam W in chat. They speak like this as well, or if somebody does something that's a big L,
ooh, he's so judgmental.
Whatever, spam L in chat, boys. Adin Ross is somebody who got mega famous, streaming to hundreds of thousands of people on Twitch.
True.
And then got banned, essentially speedrunning his career. But just before he got banned, he signed a multi-million-dollar exclusivity contract with Kick. Kick, of course, being one of the upstart Twitch rivals.
Anything that fucks really over a fucking platform, bro, I'm just such a fan of.
And he's basically subsidized from Stake.com.
And he took all those people off of Twitch and brought them to Kick. Fuck you, Twitch.
And they're just paying millions of dollars to people and pissing money up the wall to get as many people on their platform as possible to funnel them into gambling.
Hey, Billy.
And, of course, the house always
Hey,
wins.
Moose, I didn't see that.
Ross is a controversial figure.
No.
And he's also a fucking turbo dickhead. I have no reservations about saying that. I know he's young and he's got time to learn, and of course...
He's a turbo dickhead. I like that term. That was good. Turbo dickhead.
At his age as well. And if he gave me
so
tens of millions of dollars and a massive ego, the narcissism of being...
Whoa! Okay, maybe. I've watched Adin a little bit. I don't like narcissists. I really don't. I'll tell you who a narcissist is, for sure. His buddy... Andrew Tate, that's a fucking narcissist. Donald Trump is a fucking narcissist. Kanye West is a fucking narcissist. I'm trying to think of some cocksucker on the left that's a massive narcissist. It's not as easy. Joe Biden's a fucking narcissist. I don't want my mom to hear me say that, but Joe Biden's a fucking narcissist. Whoa, what the fuck was that? It sounded like a gunshot. Maybe it was a backfire. I was thinking of lefty narcissists. Oh, Hillary Clinton is a fucking narcissist. Nancy Pelosi is a fucking narcissist. It's all about them and about nobody else. It's all about them. And, you might say, oh, but they're politicians. They're helping people. Whatever. You have your narrative. I got mine. And that's cool. We can agree to disagree right there. I find those people to be exquisitely narcissistic. Adin Ross, maybe I need to look a little closer at him to see the narcissism.
By hundreds of thousands.
You want to see what the definition of narcissism is really quick. I think it's a good idea to look it up if we're going to talk about it. Narcissist definition: a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Yeah, I see that, Nate, and yeah, he praises himself a lot. He does. Narcissists think the world revolves around them. That I don't get so much of. Excessive interest or admiration of themselves. I don't know, man. I think he might have the he's maybe an egomaniac, maybe not a narcissist. Because Aiden Ross isn't like, he talks about his physique like he's not happy with himself. He's doing a whole bunch of push-ups and trying to get in better shape and all that. Now, a narcissist doesn't say that. A narcissist loves the way they look. Even fat motherfuckers can be narcissists and think that they're all that, you know? I don't know, man. He's a little humble, actually, considering he's got $25 million and goes crazy gambling all the time. I find him a little bit humble, and it's something I like about the guy when I listen to him, but I could be wrong.
Millions of young men. Maybe I'd be as much of a dickhead as he is.
Yeah,
But
that's fair. That's fair that he said that. I like that. That's true. Maybe you would. Maybe I would be too if I was making 25 million podcasting. You know? So, damn, Nay, drive by. Yeah, I know. So Billy Bong Hortung blocked me, so I can't take action against his slight on my character on both big accounts. Just letting you know, good evening. What does Biden do with all his free time is what I want to know. His slight on my character? I must have missed that, Billy. Billy Bong, did you block Billy Valentine?
Billy versus Billy.
Billies. The Billies. The Billies are at it again. Billy versus
The Bill
Billy.
down.
The IE versus the Y. Okay, well, we'll get to the bottom of that as the show progresses, I'm sure. Let's go back to our video.
issue is that
I just want to say I give this guy a point for saying he'd probably be corrupted too.
Let's smoke while we watch.
We smoke while we watch the video. Do I not have the video up on screen? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, are you packed?
Unpacked.
Wow, okay. Cyber's ready. I'm ready. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Billy. Billy Bong Thornton. We're going to talk to you. A acid trap. Is DeSantis a narcissist? Absolutely. But it might be in a more political than physical sense. He looks at his politics as perfect. And that might be and that's the way I look at Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden and all those politics. A narcissist in politics. Not about their own personal appearance, but that my narrative is better than your narrative, and my narrative is the only narrative that I want to talk about. I'm so interested in my narrative and not anybody else's narrative. That could be a narcissist too. So, it's a good question, man. Anyhow, cheers to all of you. No law regarding cannabis.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Billy Bong Thornton does cunt off on you. I've noticed that a lot too. I'm like, why is he so focused on whatever you say? Does Billy Bong Thornton feel like I don't give enough attention in the chat? So he goes after one of my best friends thinking that that's going to work for him or something? You do realize that I shipped Billy Valentine a whole bunch of wood, right? I don't do that for just anyone. It took me a long time to gather that wood. It was physically exhausting out in the creek, cutting my feet up, getting hurt. Billy Bong Thornton. Okay, since you don't seem to know what's going on in the chat because I guess you've got Billy Valentine blocked. He says that you've got him blocked on social media and that you cunt off on him all the time. You know, he says, Billy Bong Whore tongue blocked me, so I can't take action against his slight on my character on both big accounts. Just letting you know, good evening. That's what Billy said, and you probably have him blocked. We're talking about you, Billy Bong Thornton. Billy Valentine says you got him blocked or something on social media. I'm just bringing it up, man. I'm just bringing it up. You got a problem with Billy Valentine? I mean, if you do, it's okay. You can let us know. I don't know why you block him on social media. You both go to the same show all the time. You both have the same first name. God, look at all these. Got a lot of these microfibers. So many microfibers, so little time. Anyway, I don't like the way that bong rip made my throat feel. Fuck. pisses me off. Anonymous Archive. Who is a good 2024 candidate, in my opinion? Vote no one. I'm not going to vote, and you shouldn't vote either. None of us should vote. And we don't have to feel guilty when the fucking system fails us again. You know what I mean? Dude, that bong rip pissed me off. Now I'm all pissed off. What the fuck? It hurt my throat. I don't know why. And now I'm angry. Now I'm mad as hell. Alright, so let's keep that going on our video here.
He has all these things, and especially he's a role model for today's.
He snaps off on me and I never see his account, so I switch accounts so I can interact appropriately, and he's still not there, so I switch to an old sock account, and miraculously he shows up. And, well, you know, make sure you guys are both on the same YouTube channel. But, you know, I've noticed that Billy Bong Thornton has always cracked off at Billy Ballentine. I've noticed that. And I'm like, I thought he was just trying to be, like, fun, you know, like ribbing you and shit, and just trying to be, like, one of the gang and just cutting up. That's what I thought. And I thought you were cool with that. But if he fucking blocked you like a little bitch, when he talks to you like this all the time in the chat, and maybe you bust his balls too, I don't know. It usually just seems like Billy Bong's doing most of it. I could be wrong. Maybe you attack him too. Am I missing something here? Billy Bong Thornton, we're not talking about today, if you're confused about that. We're talking about you blocking him across social media, across multiple accounts, bro. That's what we're talking about. If you're going to snipe Billy Ballentine, I suggest unblocking him on social media so he can call your bitch ass out back. You know? If you're going to play the game, man, don't fucking, don't snipe from, you know, behind enemy lines, bro. If you're going to enter into that kind of banter with Billy, you need to be able to take the fucking jabs if you're going to fucking throw them out there. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the way it needs to be. He blocks me to jab your dead mother. You see that, Billy Bong? That's not nice. That's not nice. He must have really pissed you off. Well, let's just do this. Billy Bong Thornton, why are you so pissed off at Billy Ballentine? Why don't you just tell us? What is it, man? What is it about Billy Ballentine that's got you so upset? Just let's get right to the fucking core of it. Alright? No bullshitting. No fucking, you know, he blocked me or he said bullshit. I want to know, what do you got up against Billy Ballentine? Why are you saying bad shit about his dead mother? And I've seen that shit from you before, bro, so don't try to deny you do it. I've seen you do it. I just like, if Billy doesn't say anything back, I figure it's cool. Most of the chat does appear here on screen, but, you know, I've kind of been slacking with that, and you guys should be able to see each other right there, man. There should be no question what you guys are saying to each other, because it should be right there on my screen. Billy Bong, I think you owe all of us an explanation, that's all. There's no need for this. There's no need for you to be blocking him on social media. If you guys are going to hang out together in here, you should be hanging out in real life too. So I'm going to ask you again, what is it that's got you pissed off about Billy Ballentine? He busts your balls a little too hard? Does he squish your fifis? You didn't block him. Okay. Listen to this, Billy. Billy Bong Thornton says he hasn't blocked you. Billy Bong Thornton says he didn't block you. I'm not about it. He's not mad about anything about Billy. That's what Billy Bong just said. He's not mad at you and he didn't block you, Billy. But I have seen you say shit about his mom before. I have seen you talk shit, for sure. But maybe you just talk shit and hey, if I'm going over the bounds here, Billy Ballentine, let me know. But, you know, maybe you just chalk shit because Billy comes in and talks a lot of shit, and you just feel like he can take it if he can dish it out. And you're just trying to be friendly with him. And you're like, dude, I'm cool like that too. And if that's the case, I totally get this as a misunderstanding. You only have YouTube kicking Twitter? I think he's referring to YouTube. Glass Trapper 88 chimes in and says Buffalo Bill. Dakine Brew is here. I said some stuff before. He busts my balls too, but not blocking. I know, and that's okay, man. As long as everybody's happy, I don't mind ball busting, man, at all. As long as I don't give a fuck what you say to each other if you two are cool with it, you know. I usually just ignore the banter, man. You know, if I'm not being addressed, I read on the next thing that's addressed to me. The fuck says to me, must be a figment of both our imaginations, and it's a random YouTube glitch that I can't see the guy's channel that fucks off on me. That's gotta be it. Billy Ballantyne. Crazy idea here, bro. But listen to me seriously, bro. This has happened between me and you before. And what happened was sometimes it was maybe I had you blocked or muted, but sometimes you had me blocked and you didn't realize it, and you're like, oh, I had you blocked. And you're like, right? Is it possible? Bro, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't want you to take this wrong. Is it possible that maybe you blocked Billy Bong Thornton? Maybe you've got him on your block list. Maybe you should go check your block lists and just see, man. Because if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, but you do use alcohol sometimes when you are live or when you're podcasting or when you're in an audience. And is it possible you may have been drunk one night and drunk blocked him? And I'm not trying to put you down or anything, Billy. I'm just throwing it out there as a possible, just doing this and just trying to go through all the... Yeah, did you have a little block party without us, bro? You throwing little block parties and not letting us know about it? Dude, if Billy comes back and says, bro... I know he's checking his block list right now. I will laugh and laugh I will laugh the laugh of 1,000 laughs. Dude, I will laugh because, bro, he has said some serious shit to you in here, and it wouldn't surprise me if one day you were just like, fuck that motherfucker, and you fucking blocked him. And then you forgot about it. Bro, I usually forget about my blocks too. Somebody comes back with another name and whatever, and they're like, you got me blocked on this channel. I'll be like, really? When was that? I could have. Billy's like, I could have. I'm changing lanes, but if that dude cocks off on me again, I'm going Edward Snowden on his Republican date. Oh, I love you guys. Okay, back to our video, and I'm gonna do a dab. So, Cyber, I'm gonna get a dab ready and eventually heat.
Sometimes I am touched.
Okay, I am not. Let me catch up to you. We gotta play a little catch up. Gonna play a little catch up.
Youth that's
coming
growing
on
up
Sunday
on the
too.
internet, and he's a dog shit role model. He's just not a good person in general, and then that brings us to why we're talking about this today. So, internet anarchist.
So he literally just said that about Aiden Ross. He's not a good person in general. Oh, I got a hard time with that one. But okay, let's keep going. I mean, dude, copyright striking this guy vindictively was not cool, bro. So he might have a very good point
This
here.
is a commentary YouTube channel, does like video essay type stuff where he picks a topic.
I could
about
hate
somebody,
Aiden
kind of
Ross
like
by
what
the
I
end
do
of
on
this
main
fucking
channel,
show.
Sunny V2, stuff like that. He does like live and fall style content. Essentially, if you've seen Sunny V2's channel, then you pretty much know exactly
Okay,
what
I'm
to
heating,
expect
Cyber.
here. And he did a video about Aiden Ross, because of course Aiden Ross was a popular topic. He started getting really into Andrew Tate, and then met Andrew Tate, essentially tried to transform into him by shaving his head and starting working out, which is good, but you can do that without essentially trying to transform into...
Okay, I wouldn't say he was trying to transform into Andrew Tate because he wanted to work out. I'm not trying to transform into fucking Lou Ferrigno just because I look like 9/10 like him now. I'm joking, of course. I'm not trying to transform into anybody. I want to be a better version of myself, and I'm pretty sure that Aiden Ross wants to be a better version of himself, and that he doesn't want to be Andrew Tate. These are a lot of pieces of straw so far, but I'm sure we're going to get to the meat sooner or later. This is going to be good.
For somebody who you're not and you're never going to be, and then taking on this rhetoric as well, this whole fucking Matrix nonsense, which if you believe you're an actual NPC, which is hilarious considering they usually call people on the opposite side NPCs. But in Aiden Ross's villain arc, he's done the ultimate sin here, which is what a lot of these...
Does anybody know what an NPC is in relation to Andrew Tate and Aiden Ross? An NPC.
It stands for a non-playing character, also in real life, right? Like one who just fucking follow blindly anyone else, like, you know, one who don't have, one who don't have his own personality or something like that, right?
Huh. Okay. So 659.20.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's usually how I interpret it. I mean, I could be wrong.
Billy Ballantyne says basically sheeple. Just people who go along, followers.
Yeah, that's basically what I said, right?
Okay, yes.
One who don't,
yeah, so you guys agree on that.
WL community keep doing, like I Show Speed's done this as well recently. He's copyright claiming people's videos that are completely fair use, and he's done this.
I Show Speed is doing that too, bro? Dude.
And then gone on stream and laughed about it. I hope somebody sues him. I really do. Or YouTube punish him for doing this, because
Cheers.
This is illegal.
No law regarding cannabis.
But I'll
Cheers,
play you the
Cyber.
clip real quick so you
everybody.
can just see what kind of a fucking idiot this guy is.
W chat. By the way, this is Hassan's head moderator. Chat.
He's not Hassan's head moderator. Hassan doesn't know who this person is. Maybe he's watched his videos before. Not the head moderator of Hassan. Hassan, of course, being Hassan Arby from Twitch.
Put a W in the chat. We stole $8,000 from him. W.
So he copy claimed his video. I can't remember how copy claims work. If you get all the ad revenue that had already accumulated to that point, or if it's just all ad revenue in the future from that video. Either way, he thinks he stole $8,000, and he's literally saying stole. And if you read the tweet says, I just lost $8,000 from Aiden Ross fake claiming my video about the Penguin Zero versus Sneeko situation. Fuck you at Aiden Ross, and it's just a link to the video received copyright claim. So Aiden's not reading something that says this person stole $8,000 from me. He's the one inserting the stolen part. So he's admitting to theft, to steal $8,000 from this person. Now bear in mind, again, what Internet Anarchist is doing is using clips from people's content to tell a story.
I just want to say this. If this guy filled out a copyright claim and the guy lost $8,000 over it, and then Aiden Ross is referring to it as I stole it from him, it's not me. It's just, that's a figure of speech. He's not saying he stole it from him. So it's just a little funny that he piles on a lot of straw so far. But those are all points that are non-points in relation to where we're going with this, which is Aiden Ross flamed a bullshit copyright strike against somebody, and he shouldn't have. As a podcaster, he knows how fucking stupid they are. And as a fellow podcaster, you should never do that to another fucking podcaster, especially if it's your fucking content, bro. What the fuck is up with that, man?
And they're
God,
all
you're the
just short
biggest
clips
dick when you
within
do
the
that.
video, which is by definition
And I
fair
like
use.
Aiden Ross, but it's
He's
not gonna
then
last
saying
long, man, I'm
knowingly,
afraid.
I've stolen
It's about to this
$8,000
fucking
from
little-
this person as a
His
multi-millionaire.
little love affair is about to fucking go out the goddamn window.
By the way,
You. I needed that.
Fucking-
Yes.
Little nose-picking bastard.
Yes. W. Yes.
I don't think we need the full volume for this. So as you can see, he's not really operating on the fucking highest functional level, is he? But then again, he is incredibly rich, so I guess what do the rest of us know? Because this is apparently applauded behaviour from people who are yet to grow up, which eventually they will, and hopefully they look back on this and think, what was I doing watching and listening to this fucking clown that's just forgotten his makeup? Now, obviously, there's questions to be asked here, specifically about YouTube and what YouTube's doing about this and why this is such a consistent problem that creators face. And the only real answer is that YouTube need to do better. Like, there is nothing else you can say about this. I've been very lenient with YouTube in terms of how I approach this, because I understand it's not always black and white, and there's a whole lot of grey here, specifically in terms of things like copyright strikes, which of course YouTube is a safe harbor platform, which means they are legally obliged to essentially adhere to valid looking DMCAs. It's not on them to determine whether or not something is valid. That's usually on a court to decide, which is because of course a DMCA is a legal document and a legal process. It means that that's supposed to be solved by other people in a court, not by them. They're not the arbiter of the law. Now of course they could look into these more, but if anything's like riding the line, essentially YouTube has to side with the person filing the DMCA, because if not, if they do take you to court and then win and it's upheld that this was in fact something that was copyright infringement, that means YouTube are putting themselves liable for siding with you in the first place as the creator who have been DMCA'd, which obviously no big corporation is going to do, no website, no individual in general is going to do, because why would you take liability for something that's not yours? But in terms of copyright claims, what copyright claims are, they're different. They're saying, I own this content and they're using it and I'm letting them use it, but I want the revenue as a result. YouTube should be looking into these, because there is no, but apparently in certain cases like this they're not. Either they're not, or they're just skimming over it and seeing, you know, big creator claiming something, let's side with them. I don't know what the nuance is here. I don't know how specifically this has happened. I don't think it's automated. In my experience of receiving DMCAs, which are complete bullshit, YouTube have sided with me, because they are complete bullshit. But I've also seen complete bullshit DMCAs be sided with the person filing them. So it seems like everything with corporations to be wholly inconsistent. Now, what are the ways we can fix this?
Dude, this motherfucker just filibustered 1 point for over a fucking minute. He said the same thing 20 different ways. Holy fucking shit. I mean, that is how you create content for fucking suckers. Holy shit. If people aren't paying attention to you, and I guess they're not fucking paying attention to him, dude, you could just keep people going. You know what? I'm just going to keep people going all day, you know, because it's what I do is whenever I want to keep my live broadcast going, you know, I just figure out ways to keep the broadcast going. And I'll just say that I'm going to keep the broadcast going in many different ways, because that broadcast is going. And let me tell you something else that goes. My broadcast, it's going, man. And you know what? For a whole minute, my broadcast is just going. And you know, my broadcast, it just goes. And sometimes I call it a podcast, because the podcast, man, my podcast is going, son. You know what I mean? It's just going. It's really going. You know what I mean? And I could do this for a whole minute, and you know, everybody's still watching. Yeah, exactly. Right? This is what this guy does.
Talking about it on social media, bringing it to the attention of YouTube, and holding them
I
accountable
literally sped it up. It still took a minute.
to do better. What is the other way we can fix this? Holding creators who do this and companies who do this accountable, such as Aiden Ross. Now, how is this going to happen? Well, somebody like Internet Anarchist should file a counterclaim on this.
I'm
and
sorry.
if it goes
Is he
to
going to get to the point where he shows what the guy said, or talks about what the guy did, or talks about the content? Do you know, Cyber?
No. How far into it? No.
I'm a little more than half. I'm a little more than halfway in. So I figure I want to see some of this. I want to see from what the guy said that got the, you know, that Aiden Ross is saying is his content. I'm assuming it's just, he said that did he call Aiden Ross a horrible person or something, or
the point where
I mean, he must have been saying just something really critical of Aiden Ross. What was he saying? That he's a narcissist, and that he's, I don't know. I guess you could talk a bunch of shit about the guy. He's sold out. He, you know, I wouldn't say he's trying to become Andrew Tate, but you know, the things I said about him was I thought it was pretty pitiful that all he wanted to do was have his picture taken with Donald Trump, Kanye, you know, Andrew Tate, and what was Vladimir Putin or something. I can't remember who it was. He wanted to have his picture taken with all these fucking people, and it's like he's aspiring for that. He's like, I've already had my picture taken with them. I've already had my picture taken with them. I'm like, your values are I mean, that's what you strive for. I want my picture taken with somebody. It's like, that's an Instagram baby, you know? He's like born. His mom's like, the day he was born, and she held up the phone and goes, "That's what you look like when you're coming on my pussy, baby. Oh, weren't you cute?" He's born on that shit, you know?
He says, "I see the counterclaim and I reject the counterclaim, and in fact I do own this. Internet Anarchist should take him to court." And I know that's like a crazy thing to say because that costs a lot of money, but Internet Anarchist is a sizable channel and he's getting tens of thousands, millions of eyeballs on this topic, and this is happening to multiple people by these same creators. So either one of these bigger creators that this is happening to, I do believe this has happened to Hassan as well.
Internet Anarchist on YouTube. Let's find him. Ooh, Internet Anarchist Aiden Ross. How Aiden Ross is destroying his career. 9-minute video.
Over the past few days, Aiden Ross has earned himself the title of the Evil Mr. Beast.
What is with all these guys with the English accents that do podcasts? You always have to speak like this now. I'm telling you, I'm from London, England, and this is how I talk when I do my podcasts. Hello, mate. We're doing a little podcast here. Oh...
He did this by hosting a series of controversial streams where he would pay his viewers to fulfill extreme challenges. Aiden Ross is a streamer who has gained a large following through his entertaining streams.
Oh god, I hate this guy's voice. I really hate his voice. Is that okay that I hate this guy's voice? Okay, let's keep going.
Whether he had Lil Uzi Vert on stream freestyling or was just playing NBA 2K with friends, millions of people would consistently tune into Aiden's streams. After meeting Andrew Tate, Aiden Ross promised to try and become a good role model for his young and impressionable audience. Although he would begin with what was seen as a strong start by working out more, promoting self-care, and calling out adult content on
Those
Twitch,
are good push-ups,
the facade
baby.
would soon crumble with more recent streams.
I don't do push-up anywhere like that. Fuck that shit, dude. That'd kill my elbows. That's a good push-up. I wonder how many of those he was doing.
Showing a much darker side of Aiden Ross, a side that contradicts the previous efforts he was trying to make and morals he was trying to uphold. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into the extremely controversial challenge.
Okay, let's just start with this. Internet Anarchist. Your voice does not fit your internet persona, okay? You should be the internet stylist. That would be more fitting. Anarchist? I'd be the anarchist. You should be my stylist that comes in on Tuesdays and sometimes Thursdays because he's kind of busy with Bruce. And I understand. It's cool. Bruce is cool.
Streams hosted by Aiden Ross. On the 24th of February 2023, Aiden Ross had posted...
You just had the same tattoo put on your arm as Andrew Tate? Yo, Dakine Brew, are you an Andrew Tate fan? Is that why you did that, or was it just some kind of a sick, weird coincidence?
A video to YouTube announcing that he would begin streaming on a new site called Kick. Kick was a site that was created by co-founder of gambling site Stake after Twitch announced the banning of live gambling streams. In the final days of February, Aiden would sign a multi-million-dollar deal to stream on Kick and promote their platform. Twitch is notorious for having strict terms of service and often not siding with creators when it comes to issues with content, so the move to Kick would make Aiden feel incredibly free. And right off the bat, it seems this so-called freedom got to his head, as one of the first things that Aiden Ross did on Kick was stream to his young audience. After a lengthy display of porn to it.
Wait. What is he muting out here? I don't even know the words he's trying to say.
Porn.
Oh, but he can't say the word porn?
No, if you say, there's a lot of your words you cannot say on YouTube if you want the ad revenue.
Oh,
For your
okay.
videos.
God, I like corn. I like hubcaps.
Yeah, porn.
I like
You
corn.
cannot say porn, you cannot see dead, violent, harassment, all that shit. Are they starting to, you're not allowed to say it no more. That's why people say unalive and shit like that.
Maybe you should have just sent that to me in a text. Next time.
But you're not cashing in ad revenue, are you?
No, but if it's going to hurt my channel, people will start spamming words in my fucking vocal chat.
It's strictly ad revenue. It's nothing else, bro.
Okay, good.
It's about ads.
So I can't run ads now. Why do you gotta take my ad rev away?
I'm not.
I know, I don't have
Jesus
ad rev.
Christ.
I'm not monetized, bro.
I know you're not. That's why it doesn't fucking matter. I mean,
I'm fucking with you, bro. I know.
I know you are.
Days again, Aiden Ross decided to blatantly stream porn to his viewers on Kick. Not sure how nobody's talking about this. Okay. So, did his viewers leave? Did they all get offended and say, oh my god, he showed me naked people having sex. Now I'm not going to watch Aiden Ross anymore. Or did that attract more people to his channel? I'm going to go with B. What do you guys think? A or B? Do you think it hurt his channel to show porn? Or do you think it helped his channel to show porn to his viewers on his website? Let me know in the chat. A or B? A, it hurt. B, it helped. I'm going to go with B myself. But B, you think by the thousands? Does anybody know if that did boost his channel? And the reason I'm saying this is because I truly believe that he's just fucking being as hyperbolic as possible to get more people to watch his channel, because that's what he does. He podcasts. His whole thing is to get more people watching him. The more people watching him, the better he does. The more money that goddamn casino is going to give him to spend in the casino. So it's his money to literally get more people to watch. And if he flashes something illegal or hyperbolic on his channel, I have a feeling that might actually be a conscious decision on his part as a business maneuver, not as being a narcissist or as trying to infect his audience. Everybody's seen freaking porn, dude. Get over it. It's not like he did something horrible. Everybody's got a fucking link somewhere where they can go watch whatever the fuck they want. So don't give me that bullshit. I'm saying Aiden Ross might be a little smarter than this motherfucker wants to give him credit for. And Aiden Ross seems to be doing very well. But I digress, because we haven't gotten to the fucking strike part, really. We haven't. I want to see what this guy said that Aiden Ross was like, yeah, I'm going to get this motherfucker. What was said?
By Aiden Ross.
This is the
you need
video.
to sue him, because that's the only way to get something like this to stop, is to actually damage their reputation and the money that they obviously hold so fucking dear. Or those big
This is the wrong video. I'm sorry. What did I do?
creators need to, and I would obviously chip money into this as well, crowdfund a legal case.
Dude, I clicked on... I'm clicking on his screen. That guy has his desktop up on that window, so I'm clicking on his tabs to try to open, and it's not working. It's not working at all. Okay, there we go. Where's the video we were just watching, man? Oh, here it is. My bad. Here, let's get rid of this. Let's go with this.
To his audience, he asked them all in chat to type how old they were, and with the floods of 11s, 13s, and 15s coming through, Aiden immediately realized he had made a fatal mistake.
Chat, do y'all still beat your meat, yes or no?
Ooh.
Wait, how old are you guys in the chat, bro?
Wow.
Jesus.
That's fucked up, dude.
I didn't know that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Turn that shit off, bro.
What episode do y'all want to go?
Following this incident, whether related or not, Aiden Ross would be permanently banned from Twitch. For Aiden, this just meant that he lost his primary audience.
Okay, so he got banned from Twitch for showing porn? I was wondering, man. Oh my god. Yeah, you shouldn't show porn to fucking 9 and 11-year-olds, bro. You shouldn't do it.
Of over 7 million followers in a single...
And he should know his fucking demo. He should definitely know his demo. He said when he started asking how many people are this age, he should have already known that. As much as he does this, I can't believe he didn't.
Day, and it's at this point of the story that Aiden really began to spiral. On the 2nd of March, Aiden would host a stream that would cause outrage. The stream would involve Aiden Ross and his friends bringing viewers onto the stream, who would be asked to enact challenges for money prizes. And what initially seemed to be relatively harmless would soon grow into a moral nightmare. The first viewer to join the stream was attending during his work at the NBA, and was challenged to run onto the court. The viewer would do so...
If this guy wasn't such a fucking teacup, You know, I would feel more sorry for him. I cannot stand the way this motherfucker talks. I really can't fucking stand it. I don't know why he talks this way. At the same time, he's being hypercritical, which is fine because Aiden Ross deserves it. He's doing a critique and he's talking the whole fucking time. He's fair use, 100%. There's no doubt that this is a perfect example of fair use. The material that he's showing is background for his main topic, which is this guy's fucked up. I'm going to tell you about it. We're going to use images of him in the background while you listen to my voice. That's the focus of this video, my voice. It never stops the whole time. All you can hear is my voice. There's a deer back here. Get in here, get in here. There's a deer. Dude. I can't click on my own picture here, bro. It's gonna drive me crazy. Where's my camera, dude? Where's my fucking camera? Fucking A, dude. Where's my fucking camera? Where's my fucking... Why isn't my camera there? Oh my god. Dude, there's a deer. Right there. Where's my other camera?
Nice.
I know, but I can't. Oh, this is in the way now. Fuck. It's all locked. Fuck. Dude,
I
move.
believe you. It's not like it's a rarity. There's a deer in your backyard.
I know, dude, but some people might be new, bro. It might come this way. Come this way, dude. Come this way. It's a female. She's pooping. She's walking right over here, dude. She's walking right behind the freaking house. Let me see if she comes into the picture. My other camera. Camera, dude. I don't know where the other camera is. Fuck, dude. Oh, she's right here. Oh my god, dude. Fucking 5 feet away from me. Here she comes. Oh my god. Gotta move my fucking hand out of the way. Dude, it's like I don't want to move, because if she sees me move, she's gonna fucking freak out. She's looking at me. She's looking at me, dude. I can see her in my periffs. She's fucking standing right there. And she's staring at me. And she's there she is. There she is. There she is, guys. She was 5 feet away from me, man. That was so damn cool. Oh my god. So, alright, anyway, let's get back to our video here.
Would it be prompted?
Oh, yeah, you guys, my ear was clogged earlier. I unclogged it, and it was driving me crazy for 10 hours. My mom's like, I've got an ear blush. I was like, yeah, I love that. She went back, she got it for me, went right in my bathroom. 2 plunges, maybe 3 of warm water, just really good stream, and then boom, it blocked. As soon as it unblocked, I knew it. And all the water came out. I was like, yay! I wanted to dance. The dance of 1,000 dances. Because my ear got unclogged. Oh my goodness.
Chased down by security and fired from his job.
Yo!
I don't give a fuck.
Yo!
She's right there. She's right through these trees right here. She's right there, man. You can see her. You see her? See her right there.
Is he chasing him?
Yeah. Wait, stand on.
Yo!
With the first challenge being relatively harmless and
Okay, so he is using a lot of Aiden's content and not saying anything. That was I wasn't expecting that. And you know, he's making examples. Me personally, I got a very small channel. He's probably not going to copyright me. It might be a little bit more challenging, but I don't want to. I want to risk it, so I'm gonna have to watch this after the show, the rest of it, because he is showing a lot of content, and you know, he's trying to make a fucking point, and I get it, and it should be totally legal for him to do that. But I can see why Aiden did this. I could totally see why Aiden did it. He's pissed because he exposed him. He's like, dude, you showed porn to 9-year-olds. And I don't think Aiden Ross is fucking proud of that shit. You know, I think he doesn't want people to know about it. And I fucking hate this shit more than anything else, man, is this effort that people...
With his age, he should fucking know the internet is forever. And that if you fucking try to silence something on the internet, that's the fucking Streisand.
I know, it's pointless.
It's just gonna burn off.
It's fucking
more,
pointless.
You know that.
But at the same time,
he understands that.
That effort that people make to silence other people, like Barbara Streisand, don't take pictures of my house, that whole thing. I'll tell you who else fucking did it. From Status Coup, Jordan Sheridan. He had rape allegations against him from somebody that was working underneath him. No pun intended. Ay. But at the same time, that's what she said. And at the third time, he went and got lawyers and sent them after Tim Black to try to silence Tim Black's podcast because he was going to have his accuser on and she was going to tell her side of the story. You know, if Jordan was innocent, he shouldn't have gotten his lawyers out there and his attack dogs. This is exactly what Aiden Ross is doing to this kid. And, you know, this kid took a big risk doing what he did and exposing, and I'm glad he did because I wanted to know this story, man. And I'm going to watch the rest of this, and I'm thankful. At the same time, I hate this guy's voice. I fucking hate it. But I'm still thankful. But I still hate his voice. And that's the most important thing, is that I fucking hate his voice. I'm gonna have to listen to it anyway. But yeah, I don't want to get Aiden Ross. I mean, that's not how I want to be introduced to fucking Aiden Ross, is by him fucking copyright striking my fucking channel next. You know, I get it, but you know, unfortunately for him, like Cyber said, you don't get to fucking hide goddamn reality. It's out there for everybody to know, and all of his fucking viewers know. They all know, you know. So it's like they seem to be okay with it, which is fucking. That just shows you people today, man. The reason he was doing that on Kick, because, you know, like Rumble, when Rumble first came out, you could do anything you wanted. Kick, you could probably do fucking anything you want. But people hold you accountable. You know, he wasn't thinking about that. He was thinking, I'm not going to violate any terms of service. I can show whatever I want. You're violating people's fucking sensibilities. That's what you're violating. And that is a whole other level. Dude, I've shown content on here that I was embarrassed about, that I didn't want people to see, that I didn't realize what it was going to be, whatever. When that happens to you and you're a podcaster, it sucks, bro. I mean, I don't know if he's using any drugs or anything while he's podcasting. He could be. I know I certainly do. And because I do that, you know, there is a what I would call a possibility, you know, like a wild card possibility that every time I go live, something crazy can fucking happen. Something unpredictable. That might be part of the allure. You know, that might be what people like. What is this right here? Okay. I'm just getting rid of unnecessary things. Okay, and this one, that should be the chat. To show the chat number. There it is. Okay, great. So that's 22 of you crazy trendies here. We're just getting started because actually this was unplanned. What we just went over for the first hour was something that Cyber just threw at me. He's like, dude, check this out. And that ended up being an entire hour. Way to go, Cyber. Providing an hour's worth of content for the show. In addition to the video gaming.
No problem.
Hell yeah.
No problem. Let's smoke it.
Okay, give me a second because I got a dab, bro. I don't know what this is right here.
Unpacked.
What is this?
Unpacked.
Unpacked. Oh, there you are. Okay, I was like, where's your gaming at? Okay, it's down here. My bong was actually in the way. I'm dead.
Very dead.
Dude, shit's moving around on me. Okay, hold on. Why won't you just work? Let me get my head together and come on across to me. We'll hold hands and then we'll watch the sun rise from the bottom of the sea. But first, are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Well, I am experienced. I know. You're proud, scream and cry, 'cause your little world won't let you go. But who in your measly little world are you trying to prove that you're made out of gold and can't be sold? But, are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Well, I am. God bless America. Unreal. Oops. I'm out of butane. Just about is. I think I have to reload it. I forgot to check my time. I'm in trouble. I'm going to say about 15 seconds from right now. 15 seconds away. All right, Cyber, cheers. Billy, cheers. Chili Dog, cheers. Patrick John Wilder, cheers. Glass Trapper 88, cheers. Tokatoni Z's here. Tokatoni Z's back. Cheers to you too. Arafat is not here, but cheers to everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
That was my old home phone number that I don't have anymore. I just got a call from my old home phone number that I don't have anymore.
Damn. That's weird.
Right? It's the second time it's happened. Willie Bragg's life. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to that old boy.
Market right, where everything went out of control due to the bomb and all that. And these 7 men were executed, which was a shame. Even if they were guilty, it would have been a shame that they'd been executed, because that's a side issue. I oppose capital punishment. Suffice to say, because of the May Day general strike in 1886, and because of the Haymarket affair that happened in 1889, the Socialist International, which is the successor to the First International that collapsed, I guess basically due to the death of Karl Marx and the administrative chaos that ensued afterwards, that came about in 1889, they were talking about the 8-hour workday and alerted consciousness of it. And I believe if I'm not mistaken, by 1904, I think that they recognize International Workers' Day as a holiday for May 1st, calling on all, back then, all labor and social democratic socialist parties around the world to embrace International Labor Day, or International Workers' Day, what became May Day, which the communist movement and the Trotskyist movement would later also embrace as they developed their own ideologies and all that decades later. One of the common threads that kind of bind all the movements together in that regard. But suffice to say, so there you have it. And I would say that it's very important to kind of adhere to May Day's more relevant than ever, because the attacks against workers. I mean, yeah, we had
I'm just dying to find out how I sounded earlier today with one ear totally plugged when I was singing and playing. I have no idea what I sounded like. I want to go back and listen to that. You got ghosted.
In a roundabout way, we're not really...
Tula, what do you mean I got ghosted? What's that mean?
Not really working 40 hours a week anymore. Really, honestly, we should work 30 to 32 hours a week and still get the 40 hours pay. But that's, I would love to see that happen. But, getting back to that first basic step of basically one job is what it should take to kind of make ends meet. And we have an economic system that is rigged against all of us Americans here in the United States, all the people around the world for that matter. Since I'm talking here in my seat here in the United States, I'm addressing what an American problem, but our American problem is a world problem too. And so we're all being exploited. And I just want everybody to keep in mind that we all have more in common than we do in our differences. And, this is why those on the top, you see this bullshit culture war that's being perpetuated. Those on the top, we're talking about Democrats and Republicans alike. They may differ and passionately differ on abortion rights and gay and lesbian rights.
Tula, what did
and
you mean when you
trans
said I got
rights
ghosted?
And whether we should have prayer in school or not, and all of this crap that's culminated in the culture war. And they may passionately disagree with that on the top level, but where they do agree is the money. They're okay. They rather see all of us fighting amongst ourselves than to see real change. And so this is why we can't get anywhere as a movement. And I just think it's time for all of us, all across the board, no matter what circumstances you are in life, that we all realize we have more in common with each other than we do those on the top. And those on the top, what are they doing? They're pissing on us. So this is why May Day, International Labor Day, is very important. And I just wanted to get that out of my chest and give y'all a heartfelt, as a socialist, a very heartfelt, happy fraternal greeting of May Day, International Workers' Day, worker solidarity for all of us, and hopefully from here on we can basically move forward and challenge this animal we call capitalism, crony capitalism, that we have and we have been living with.
Yeah, he's a socialist.
Longer than sin itself, but I mean, it's really gotten out of hand, especially since the days of Reagan and Thatcher. So, here on the chat line we have Miguel. How are you doing today, my friend? Let's see. Happy International Labor Day to you too. May Day, absolutely. Nays Garden, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Let's see here. We have Billy Bong Thornton. Hi, how are you doing? And we have here Choose the Heretics, Choose Carnation Revolutions Now. Nobody feels like Panama Red is back in town. Hey, Choose the Heretics. I am going to do a second attempt the Carnation Revolution. It will be done. But I'm going to make sure I don't get shut down in midstream next time, okay? So it'll probably be sometime this week or next week. Everybody will get the notification here on YouTube on that one. So let's see. We have here Philip Capehart. A lot of history to tell the Insidious. Yep. And and Nate says, please do not forget to talk about why you think Tucker Carlson was fired. I will be talking about that. Actually, I will be talking about that in my next stream in a few minutes. So I was going to try to do 3 streams, but I'm only going to have time to do 2. So
I should say, can we get a preview?
If you like what you heard, please press like and comment if you disagree anyway. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the material and content I have on this channel. As the First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty.
I should be like, in the name of free speech, can we hear why right now? In the name of free speech.
Subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell here on YouTube. Follow me on
Twitch, brother.
Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, the whole 9 yards, you know. And always reject corporate media. And see, and so anyway,
you're crazy.
Until next time, let me just answer the nays real quick. Can we get a preview? Well, it'll probably be a few minutes.
Red mulch
set up, so
what'd my mom say?
Be in a few moments. So
red mulch.
So basically, what I'm saying here is that I wish everybody a great May Day, and until next time, I'm Willie Bragg.
Thank you, bro.
Take it easy, and
then I want to do the other one over there. I got some baby say goes me and you over there.
For solidarity forever.
All right.
Don't look till tomorrow night.
Okay.
But I mean, you do.
Okay.
Thanks,
take care, bro.
Thank you.
Is he done already? Did he just shut his show off? And he didn't even give us a preview? Oh my God, I'm so sad right now, man. I want to know what his... I want to know what his take is on that. I'm kind of wondering what Jimmy Dore's was, and then I want to see if he's gonna say exactly what Jimmy Dore said. You know. And I haven't seen Doors.
Beware of what may seem to be well-intentioned.
Dude, he's live right now. Jimmy Dore's live right now. It's funny. Woke politics is crushing the working class. Democrats desperately cling to lies about Hunter. Let's see. Let's go to his videos. Okay. Kamala Harris drops epic word salad. Ukraine can't win the leaked. Ukraine can't win. Biden caught using case surging Hassan. Hillary Clinton's secret recipe. Pathetic. Bernie progressive. U.S. actually criticized Russia. I wonder where it's going to be, man. War Machine thrilled to see Tucker Carlson go 3 days ago.
Here is the headline from Politico. Good
Oh,
riddance.
well, we already know how Aaron Mate feels about this, and you know, I mean, we when you think about it, do we really need to hear Aaron Mate say it twice? I mean, I'll just tell you what he said when he was with Max Blumenthal on the Gray Zone the other day. He said, Tucker Carlson got fired because he's one of the great new truth tellers of our time. That's summed up. With the whole attitude and everything. And if you don't believe me, you can literally go back and watch my coverage of Mate and Blumenthal. All right? I want to go out here so bad. Bro. Mark.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm standing under the fan, bro.
Oh! I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know if you were talking to me. You want to go out there so bad.
I do want to go out there so bad, but I was like, I want to see what you're doing so bad. Do you want to sit down here in this fan right here? Do you want to sit in front of this fan right here?
No, I'm actually going. I got to clean up. I was standing under the ceiling fan.
I saw. All right, that's cool.
I know if you go by or whatever, I got the big sago. It's beautiful, right? But wait till I clean it out and get a couple of beautiful flowers out and the mulch. That should be done tomorrow night. I mean, it's just gonna be gorgeous, bro. Purple you got, it'll make it white. I got my mom out there. Give you a great idea. I love it.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right.
Miss Shader, thank you. Thank you, man. You'll be very happy, Miss Shader.
I'm sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you for helping me. Thank you, man.
Wow, dude, our beds are going to be so fucking bad. This house is going to look insane. I've always hated the fucking beds out there. I'm like, dude, we need to do something to him. My neighbor's like, he's got the baddest. His mom's like, she's an outdoor wizard, bro. And she tells him, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. And then she goes out there and she kicks ass. And that yard looks insane. And, I mean, insane, like fucking Disney World shit. Manicured, perfect. He goes out there and kicks ass. He's like, yeah, dude, you want some Sagos? He just gave me some fucking aloe, bro. He just fucking hooked me up so bad. He's like, dude, you want some aloe? We got too much. He had a pile of it. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, bro, thank you. I planted it. Reminds me, I gotta throw some water on it. It probably doesn't even need it. And the sago palms, you know, which are insane. I wish there was one back here I could show you. And just be like, here's a sago right here. But we don't have one back here. It's just a nice stout red palm. It's the only way I can describe it. It's almost red on the stump, and then these jungle dark green fronds. These palm fronds come off with these needle sharp spikes. You know, there's like, you could use the tips for a blow dart gun for sure. I guarantee you they've been used for that before. It's a badass plant. They're beautiful. And I want to go out there. You heard me say that. I said I want to go out there so bad. See what he's doing, man. He's like, don't come out there till tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna have to walk the dog. I'll probably just try to stay in the backyard just for him because he's crazy like that. He's like, don't come look at it till I'm done, man. We need a garden stream. Holly Hornay. Hello, Holly. I think he wanted you to sit. I think he thought you wanted him to sit. No. Fuck no, bro. No, he didn't want that. If you think he wanted that, you don't know my neighbor, bro. So, you know, Aaron Mate obviously just repeated what he said, which is Tucker Carlson is a great truth teller. I really want to hear this from the Jimmy Dore show, though.
Pentagon officials.
I'm sorry.
Cheer
I really want to hear
Tucker
this.
Carlson's
Of course.
ouster.
That's
Oh, is Jimmy there?
And so, Aaron.
Oh, Jimmy's
how
there.
How do regular people, Kurt, when you go to a comedy club?
I am so happy. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready. I got to get my dabs ready. Oh, my God.
People in Hollywood or whatever, how do they not put this together? That the Pentagon is cheering that they're firing a news anchor?
Dude, you think Jimmy's starting to work out? Look at him with his little t-shirt. Wow, Jimmy. You gonna start working out, buddy?
They don't see this part.
They don't go, wait a minute, that's a little...
They've outsourced all that kind of feeling to whoever's can help in your career. Where are they aligned? And you go, you get a sense of that, and they all don't. I mean, most people don't know anything about this.
They don't know anything.
Most of my friends don't read Politico.
There was a room full of people in Burbank last night didn't know that there were Nazis in Ukraine. I had to let them know. Anyway, here we go.
From maternity flight suits to diversity policies to Ukraine aid, the military was a favorite punching bag for Tucker Carlson. Now that he's off the air, some Pentagon officials are quietly cheering his departure. Now look at that. Do you think these Pentagon officials cared that Tucker Carlson had critical segments about maternity flight suits and diversity policies?
Yeah.
Or did they care maybe about this one, the Ukraine?
There you go.
I mean, I don't know. I think they cared. I mean, I'm just going to go right to it. I think they cared about the $800 million they lost because Tucker Carlson lied about the voting machines. That's it. That's it, Aaron. That's it, Jimmy. That's it, Kurt Metzger. That's it.
These,
there's nothing else.
You could be getting bombed by a pregnant woman?
Jesus.
What is that? Shouldn't they get some maternity leave and not a flight suit?
Jesus.
This narrative
coming out of the womb with a...
I mean, I understand it. Jimmy was brought on to Tucker Carlson's show. Jackson Hinkle, friend of Jimmy Dore's show, was brought on to Tucker Carlson's show. Aaron Mate, Glenn Greenwald, was brought on to Tucker Carlson's show. I believe Aaron Mate may have been as well. This is their biggest opening to the mainstream television audience that they've all gotten. At the same time, they've all shown us that they're willing to fucking play a narrative based on their loyalty to a straight up fucking liar. It's unbelievable that I'm a better truth teller than all of these motherfuckers on this podcast put together. And you can group in Max Blumenthal in there as well. Oh, and absolutely Jackson Hinkle. All five of them, I'm better than all five of them because all five of them are trying to tell you that Tucker Carlson is one of the great truth tellers of our time. Because he's anti-war and, that erases every other lie that he ever told. And that's the reason why they fired him.
Craziest thing I've ever...
because he had all four of them on his show.
Okay.
But here's another hint about why they're pissed off at him, why they're happy he's gone. Carlson's criticism of Biden-era personnel policies appealed to many of the rank and file, which has a large block of conservative members. But at the upper levels of the Pentagon, news of Carlson's firing from Fox News on Monday was met with delight and outright glee in some corners.
Means nothing. Absolutely piece of straw, and it means nothing. Who cares how people felt about it? Right? Who cares? Ben Shapiro says it best. Facts do not care about your feelings. You're talking about someone's feelings after the fact, which is irrelevant.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. So when I was in Afghanistan,
And he's a journalist, and he thinks he's a great truth teller.
and the military bases, they have TVs on, and they play Fox News. And so they were I was probably broadcast on many military
does
bases.
Jimmy have
Me
blonde
saying
hair
that
now?
China, Russia's not your enemy. The military-industrial complex. That was so. Every time he says something about the military or Ukraine,
Billy Ballantyne. Jimmy Dore has blonde hair, bro. The golden boy. The very thing he wants to fuck, he has become.
or Syria, it's broadcast to military people who are carrying out
Wow,
those
dude.
illegal, unlawful,
They're
terroristic
not what
orders.
Don Lemon.
So that's
Look at that blonde hair. Billy Ballantyne. Look at that blonde hair on Jimmy Dore. That's as blonde as Brad Pitt or any other Hollywood blonde boy that Jimmy Dore has to think about while he's having sex with his wife.
It's also
And again, when they talk about how Carlson's criticism of Biden era
appeals
personnel
to the rank and file.
I think what appeals is his criticism of wars that they have to fight in.
Yes.
Yeah, I told
Right.
you my buddy, he's in the Navy, and his commanding officer, all right, Northrop Grumman wants us to head. They're stationed protecting private property mostly for major corporations was their job.
We're a better country without him bagging on our military every night in front of hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people actually, said one senior Pentagon official. Good riddance, said a second Pentagon official.
Right. So all he's doing now is adding more pieces of straw to the same thing he already said. He said Pentagon celebrated that Tucker was fired. Now he's talking about specific Pentagon officials that are celebrating that Tucker was fired. And they're acting like, yeah, oh, wow, that's some more evidence. No, it's more pieces of straw. That's all it is. It's straw.
I like it when people like
Straw man.
You know, when I think of our military, I think of the rank and file and not the upper level officials.
Right.
Oh, thanks for you.
Here's Dave Brown of Politico. Asked to respond to the news that Pentagon officials are pleased by his departure from Fox, Carlson responded by text message, "Ha, I'm sure."
Yeah.
He declined to comment.
So I get it. This video is titled War Machine Thrilled to See Tucker Carlson Go. And what they're trying to say is that their anti-war message is really why Tucker Carlson, because they all came on there and spoke about anti-war with Tucker and got him on board, and that's why he got fired. Not the $800 million from him lying about the voting machines. Not the $800 million. No, but for a narrative that, you know, a few people subscribe to, and he had 4 guests on to talk about. Or, yeah, 4 guests.
Further.
Maybe 5.
And here's the Twitter user within Syria. Nice to see the U.S. Army dipping its toes deeper into politics. This will guarantee the U.S. a much more bright future, because nothing says democracy and freedom than a state where the military has a say in politics. Trust me, I'm Middle Eastern.
I preferred fused with
Said one guy
power.
that was making no sense, and another piece of straw.
Here's Michael Tracy. The point has never been that Tucker is some perfectly consistent, pure-hearted opponent of U.S. interventionism, but that he was the only prominent figure on TV who consistently encouraged skeptical interrogation of interventionist orthodoxies, regardless of partisan complexion.
Boy, that Michael Tracy sure has way with the words, huh? Am I right?
Look at the blonde boy. Oh my God. Billy, a traffic light, different colors for different people.
And Jim, you pointed this
psycho.
out, so now there are 0 people telling the truth about Ukraine
blonde
or war
hair,
in general
bro.
on TV news. 0. And we saw that Pentagon senior officials are giddy about Tucker Carlson being fired. Well, so is AOC.
Oh, I can't. Oh, Jesus.
Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
He deserves this. He's a piece of shit.
What I will say, though, is while I'm very glad that the person that was arguably responsible for the some of the largest, driving some of the most amounts of death threats
Okay,
and
thank
violent
you.
threats, not just to my office, but to plenty of people across
My
the
dog
country.
wants to go outside.
But she doesn't care that she voted to create a new police force funded to $2 billion. She doesn't care that she voted for $100 billion to go to slaughter a couple of 100,000 Ukrainians. That's not violence. It's only death threats that she gets, by the way, that are mostly made up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Let's see.
Like that police officer who was banging on her.
I gotta take my dog for a walk. I'll be right back, guys. I'll leave you with Cyber, and I'll make sure my autoplay is off.
Yeah. So anyway, go. I'm sorry.
I don't see autoplay.
I also kind of feel like I'm like waiting for the cutscene at the end of a Marvel movie after all the credits have rolled, and then you see like the villain's like hand reemerge out to grip over like the end of a building or something. But deplatforming works, and it is important.
Wow! No. Okay. Jimmy Dore and Aaron Mate and Kurt and all of them, they've got a good point. What AOC said is unacceptable. You can celebrate that he got fired for lying. But saying that deplatforming works against people that have differing opinions than yours this is the fucking problem. This is what I would want my mother to see. Because my mother understands fascism, and what AOC is participating in when she says deplatforming is fucking fascism. And these guys, on this point, I have to give it to them, they're right. I don't understand what I did to the screen here. Hold on. There we go. I got to take my dog out, but...
My God.
There you go.
Wow.
Deplatforming works, everybody. That's the message.
Censorship works.
Wow.
You guys, censorship. Look back
fascism.
in history. Look at all the time censorship fixed problems.
Fascism.
Right? Just go ahead. There's got to be a million examples, except there aren't any. So RFK Jr. said it when he came on the show. Could you point to a time in history when
now he's going to evoke RFK Jr. because he's a putz. And RFK Jr. wants to talk to you about what's going on. That guy really? Oh, RFK Jr. said what? I couldn't understand him. What?
The people doing the censoring were the good guys? No. So there you are. You vote for AOC.
Doesn't make RFK Jr. better. Doesn't make fucking Tucker Carlson any better. Okay? Jimmy Dore, you fucking idiot. I've been saying for years, you gotta not vote. Both sides suck my dick. What, are you telling people to go vote for the fucking Republicans now? You're telling them to go support Tucker Carlson, who backed Donald Trump 1,000%, even though he comes find out he didn't support him at all? That's how much he was lying to people? That's the kind of person that you're fucking supporting. All of you. Shame on you, Jimmy Dore and Aaron Mate and Kurt Metzger.
AOC is just like voting for Chuck Schumer, just like voting for Nancy Pelosi. You're voting for the military-industrial complex, and you're voting for the prison system. You're voting for corporatism.
It's true.
Even though she doesn't take corporate money, that's what a piece of shit she is.
That's true.
That she will still push censorship
There's
in
still
every
some truth.
corporate
See that?
policy, including war.
I'll call them pieces of shit for when they're being pieces of shit, and I'll give them credit for when they deserve it. Right now, he's speaking fucking straight facts. I agree with everything he's saying right now.
The worst thing a lefty can do.
But deplatforming works.
It works.
She's
The worst thing,
right.
And the worst thing a lefty can do is agree to fascism. Deplatforming someone is fascist. All right, you don't deplatform someone. You know, someone got fired because he fucking lied. Great. He didn't get deplatformed by you. You fucking idiot.
It makes sense that she's joining the Pentagon.
If anything,
leadership
dude, if anything, I hate to speak of Tucker Carlson in these terms, but if anything, Obi-Wan Kenobi just got struck down, is going to become a bunch fucking stronger. You know? So, when Tucker Carlson, I said, dude, do a podcast with Don Lemon. I tweeted that shit. Watch it happen. And then watch them take over the goddamn internet.
It's firing because she's also joined with the Pentagon in approving more than $100 billion for the Ukraine proxy war. So it makes perfect sense.
And of course, the Democratic Socialist of America organization, the DSA, completely silent on AOC being pro-censorship, completely silent on AOC being pro-war, completely silent on AOC voting
Exactly, and that's the hypocrisy of the left. And Jimmy Dore is correct again right now, guys. He's correct.
The largest upward transfer
1,000%
of
correct
wealth in
right
human
now.
history. Completely silent about creating a new
Him and his faintly straw-colored hair.
police department and funding it to $2 billion. Nothing. There's nothing about AOC that's real. Not a fucking thing. And there's nothing that's real about the DSA organization.
Yo, Kyle Klinsky,
either.
nice
And
hair.
if you're in the DSA, or I would encourage you to get the fuck out of it and start actually working in an organization that isn't corrupted by the FBI and the CIA and the Democratic Party. Why don't you take the Democrat part out of your name and start a real organization?
Breaking: Jimmy Dore has been fired by Fox
I said
News.
nice hair color, Kyle Klinsky.
And again, this isn't about the member. I'm talking about the good people who are in the DSAs, because the people who lead the DSAs are CIA and FBI. They are compromised. They are not your friends. They are your enemy. And that's why they have you talking about woke politics 24/7 instead of holding AOC and the rest of the Justice Democrats' feet to the fire about doing things that socialists are supposed to do. And funding war is the last thing they're supposed to do. So they are now right-wingers. So the DSA is now propping up right-wing conservative warmongers. The exact opposite of what the DSA is supposed to do. That's why the DSA is controlled opposition. And if you're in the DSA, you should...
None of that's got anything to do with Tucker Carlson, but he's right. But nothing that he just said has anything to do with Tucker Carlson. So understand how they try to tie it all together. Tucker's good. It's almost like they sat down and tried to figure out this narrative. I'd love to ask him that. I'm like, Jimmy, did you and Aaron sit around one day, maybe with Max Blumenthal, and discuss this and be like, how can we make it seem like Tucker Carlson is a truth teller and was fired for telling the truth, instead of the fact that he was fired for what we all know, lying about fucking voting machines and costing Fox News $800 million. I don't think Jimmy Dore realizes the value of $800 million. You know? But let's find out, what was Tucker Carlson getting paid every year? What was Tucker Carlson's yearly salary at Fox News? Okay, Google. What was Tucker Carlson's yearly salary at Fox News before he got fired? $20 million a year. Okay, look. They got sued for $800 million. They only pay him $20 million a year. You know? He was definitely fired because he cost them $800 million. And he wasn't the only one who got fired. Guess who else got fired? It was two women who never talked about ending the war in Ukraine. That's right. It was Maria, that one woman, and the other Judge Jeanine Pirro. Both of them got fired for the exact same thing at the exact same time. And none of them, those two women, ever talked about ending the war in Ukraine or sending Ukraine or whatever. They didn't talk about that shit. They lied about those machines during that fucking election. That's what they did. They told a big lie, and they were probably making, 15. I would think they were probably making 10 or 15 million. And Tucker Carlson's making 20. They were probably making a lot too. And Fox News is like, you just cost us $800 million. We only pay you out, the three of you, maybe it's $40 million for the three of them. I'm just guessing. Whatever the fuck it is, it ain't worth $800 million to them. Obviously. They didn't fire Tucker after Jimmy Dore came on the first time. They didn't fire Tucker after Jimmy Dore came on. Have you ever seen those episodes? Because I have. And Jimmy was on fire. He didn't let Tucker get in a single word. He fucking just lit up for 3 minutes every time he goes on there. He's ready. And he just fires for 3 minutes straight, man. He slays. And Tucker didn't get fired when Jimmy went on. Jackson Hinkle went on, did a really good job. He didn't get fired at that point. Aaron Mate comes on, I believe, Tucker Carlson. does the same anti-war rhetoric with Tucker. Tucker doesn't get fired. Max Blumenthal may have gotten on there with Tucker Carlson. I'm not sure. If he did, Tucker didn't get fired. That's for goddamn sure. Aaron Mate or Glenn Greenwald, he went on there. I know Glenn Greenwald got on there with Tucker Carlson. Did he get fired when he was on there with Glenn Greenwald? No, he didn't. I think Aaron Mate went on Tucker Carlson. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this for a fact. After he was on there, did Tucker get fired? No. Okay, so let me ask you this. All the times that Tucker Carlson spoke about, different aspects of whatever. He spoke of, ending the war in Ukraine or sending too much money over there, mismanagement of funds by Ukraine or whatever it was he brought up. Was he fired when he spoke about that stuff on all the different times that he ever mentioned it? Oh, no, that's right, he wasn't. Okay, well, when Fox News got sued for $800 million and lost that case, at that point, did Tucker... Oh, yeah, at that moment in time, that is right when they fired Tucker. That's just me doing really basic, easy, what I would call common sensing. And if they were not trying to push a narrative, they would have to do that too. I guarantee you they have. I guarantee you they've walked through it. That's what really bothers me the most, is I think all of them are aware of what I just told you. So, I'd like to make a clip of that and send it to all of them on Twitter, all of them, of me proving that they're literally preaching a narrative that Tucker Carlson is some kind of a truth teller. And then I'd love to put together a video of Tucker Carlson where he's just completely, I'm getting my stuff together here, where he's just completely, lying about different things, and get a whole highlight reel of Tucker Carlson lie. Oh, but he had Jimmy Dore on, he had Aaron Mate on, he had Max Blumenthal, he had Jackson Hinkle on, he had Glenn Greenwald on, he had Jimmy Dore on several times. Jimmy Dore never got fired for any of that shit. When you're playing a narrative and you're loyal, I understand the loyalty to Tucker Carlson. I totally understand that loyalty. At the same time, it is really hard to look at, Hey man, it's how they get on Fox News in front of millions of people. You got to sell yourself out a little bit to do it. Am I okay with that? No, dude. Tucker Carlson wants to have me on his show. I get to call him the lying piece of shit that he's been for years. That's the first thing we get to talk about. None of them have ever done that. None of them ever confronted Tucker on his bullshit. On his... I know, he's fine. I've walked him all day. I'll take care of his sad eyes. I'll take him out. She says, I gotta take that dog out. There was leaked text messages from Tucker saying they shouldn't be lying to their audience, that if they did, they couldn't stop. Yeah, well, no, there were all kinds of text messages from Tucker, bro. Some of my favorites were what he said about Donald Trump. He called him a fucking idiot. He was like, dude, he was ruthless. He was like, we cannot, he was explicit in having to carry a narrative